Yes, indeed. All right. Our next question says, when Malia led Chan toward her bedroom, I was ready for this moment. Their steamy, passionate scene had me blushing. When the teapot went off, what was your reaction? Would you have ignored it or kept going? Oh yeah, this scene was just hot. Woo! This was a woo goodness. Every time I think about, I was reading it this morning. I was like, woo, woo, wee, my goodness. And it went into detail about the lingerie and how her skin looked and felt, and Chan was the way he was unbuttoning stuff and kissing and woo. Okay, we're gonna keep it PG. But yeah, that teapot would have, the house could have burned down. I wasn't gonna be leaving that room. Okay. Yeah, that's how. Yeah. Okay.
We all know my answer, but I'll state it again for the ones in the back. Fuck that teapot and all the interruptions. It was a really, the scene, and she had her red on, and we all know what red means. We're all ladies. Red is just one of them colors. It pops on every skin tone. Yeah, she was ready. She was ready. It wasn't no, he took off her pants and it was like some Hanes. Like, she knew what she was doing. She had her little lace set on, and he's kissing her passionately, and yeah, nah. Definitely would have ignored it. Like Kyrie say, the house would have burned down. We would have been in that bed with flames behind us, and it's going down because we've been waiting too long, and this all has been leading up to this moment, and so it's about to happen. Damn, doctor.
I'm trying to tell you, honey. I'm gonna say, since they were already, don't be looking at me like that, Alicia. She's like, don't be getting on here and faking, Corinne. I'm gonna be honest. Don't you worry about that. Hey, if we was already in the throes of passion, yeah, after teapots for real. Like, don't I don't care about that teapot. Like they said, the house could burn down. We're gonna be making so much noise that we're not even gonna be able to hear the teapot. Like, this bed's gonna do what it's gonna do. I'm making, you making noise. Like, we're gonna be able to tune that out. Like, don't worry about that. Like, that teapot is not the problem. No, I'm not stopping for no teapot. And I like the fact that she's like, I'll get up. And he was like, no, fuck that teapot. Like, he pushed her back down because baby, he was gonna take her to Pound Town. I felt that energy. I was like, that's so romantic. It's just so fiery, so passionate. I like that. Yeah, baby, take control of that. He was like, oh no, you lay back down, honey, because she was in her red bra and panties, and baby, he was kissing them thighs, and I was here for it. I was here for it all. Very, very steamy, very passionate. No, I'm not stopping, because once the train gets going, we got to get to Seattle. Okay, so that's just where I'm talking about. I'm going north. Mm-hmm.
All right, Seattle. That's like Zombieland now. It's horrible. Um, but I get, yeah, coming from Portland, so that would be a bit of a trip. I'm sitting here thinking, from here, from Tacoma, I'm like, Seattle. I'm thinking we're gonna go to Portland. So there we go. The next question. Oh, okay. The doctor came to the door and ruined the damn party. These two can't catch a break. Should they reschedule the appointment with the doctor or get back to business once he is gone? Now that's a thought. Let him do what he got to do. Hurry up and get the hell up out of here, because we in the middle of something and getting it on. So yeah, I didn't even think about it. I was just so mad that shit got interrupted and everybody stopped. I didn't even think like, okay, if the doctor has to be here, it's not broken. This is going to be a quick little checkout, blah, blah, blah. Let him go do what he do. And then, yeah, close that door and then turn around and give him them eyes. And, it's time. Let's get back to what we were doing. Yeah, I don't know how they would reschedule the appointment once he's there. Chan could have called, or sent them a text. Hey, X that. But never mind. We good.
Just don't open up that door, and that's to reschedule the appointment. That's what it is. Just open the door and it's rescheduled. Praise God.
Right. You don't. I think we've all said, we're not even gonna open the door. He gonna be out there waiting. He'll figure it out. But yeah, that's an idea too. Let him do what he got to do if he has to examine you or whatever, and then get back to business.
I don't want to break character. So I think after he knocks on that door, a few times, he gonna go away. Like, I have a policy. I'm only gonna ring your doorbell twice and then I walk off. Like, that's just always been me. Like, anything more than that's excessive unless I think you're in there dead and something like that. Like, I might be like, wait a minute, I know she's supposed to be something's wrong. But if I'm going to somebody's house and they open the door, baby, 2 rings is all you get. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. But yeah, just go ahead and go away, because I'm not breaking character. I'm not breaking stride. I'm not breaking the intensity of this passion. No, just he'll go away. He'll be fine.
Yeah, I totally agree. Not answering the door is a rescheduled appointment right there. Her wrist is doing just fine, obviously. Ain't no ouches. Hold on, wait a minute going on during this whole scene. She is just fine. She don't need to be seen by a doctor that bad. And honestly, if you think about it, it's the family doctor. He's on payroll. He's probably on salary. He's getting paid to be here, so he can sit his little happy butt right outside of that door. They can get done doing what they need to do. And then if they open the door, he's still there. Or, hey, just call back. Hey, sorry, we missed you. We didn't hear you at the door. Whatever. Come back when we're done. So definitely. This is such a intense scene. I couldn't imagine anybody just stopping for the door knocking or the teapot or anything going off. But for the sake of the story, it's a good build. I like it.
And let me just be honest. I think after the do is done, I don't want to see nobody but the side of that bed. Like, I'm gonna be honest. It's been a minute, maybe. Like, I'm gonna roll up in them sheets. Like, you can hold me and stuff like that, but she going to sleep. She didn't went to Pound Town. Now it's time to go to night night. You know what I mean? So no, I don't want to see nobody, and I look like I got tossed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just one of those people. It's like, I don't want to come to the door and I'm all disheveled, hair all over the place, outfit. It's like, something just happened. No, I fell down. You got tossed, sis. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have that look on me. I mean, I know we're grown and people do things, but I'll see him on Tuesday or something like that, or Wednesday of this week, because I'm gonna need time to recover. My body has to process the pleasure and the pain. Okay. Oh, it's pleasure and it's pain. You already know what. It's been a minute. Like, at least it stop doing me that way. Like, don't.
Right, I'm like, pleasure and pain. Okay. Okay. That's all. I ain't gonna say nothing. But y'all getting some looks today. Lots of expressions.
Okay, so next question is mine. And yes, there is pleasure and pain, Alicia. All right. There seems to be a lot of passion between Malia and Chant. It seems like she is really opening up to him. Do you think their relationship will change once sex enters the picture? I think that's the fear for me. Would be, baby, I didn't give this man all this pound cake. Like, he got the cake, right? Is he gonna act different? Because people will act different on you, and to you, right? And that's why I'm kind of like, and I'm an advocate of moving slow. Because if all you wanted was the Duncan Hines, you're not going to get it. So, not as quickly as you would have liked. And then, you probably get, uninterested and you just go away, which is perfect. Because if that's all you wanted was cake, baby, get it from somebody else. Because I'm not handing out mine like that, right? Because this is from scratch. Like, we working some real magic over here. Like, okay. So no, we're just not going to do it. Yeah, I don't know. Let me look back at the question. Am I missing anything? I would, like I said, I hope that the relationship doesn't change. But relationships do change sometimes when sex enters the picture. And what about when the sex is like really, 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 really good? And like, what if a situation where their little vibe starts to fizzle out, but the sex is still bomb, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like, we're not really vibing in the chemistry department, but the bedroom, we are definitely, tearing up some stuff. Some things are on fire. I don't want this to just be something now. It's just purely physical. because whatever magic we thought we had, we start to realize that actually she gets on my nerves, or actually he talks too much and he's annoying, right? But it's like, but that chemistry in the bedroom is something hot, and you want to keep that going? Absolutely not. Because if the other chemistry shifts, then that bedroom energy is going to shift too. Because I can't do one without the other. It all has to be together. It has to be a cohesive blend, you know? So yeah, sometimes relationships will change, and you don't want it to become just purely physical. And I don't want to feel a demand on me either. I don't want it to be like, well, I'm here, give me them draws. No, absolutely not. Like, this is something I want to throw on you. Like, let me put it on you, like, not you coming demanding anything. So yeah, I feel like there's always a fear that things might change, or people might start acting different, or the relationship becomes just too sexual, where it's only about sex. It's not about a relationship anymore. It's about, when are we going back upstairs to that room? So hopefully it won't change for Malia. And Alicia's like, I don't mind going back upstairs to the room. I'm done.
Well, I don't think it'll change for their relationship. If anything, I think Chan might become a little more obsessed with her, if that's even a thing, because he's already doing the most, you know. But I do think, you know, like Karina said, that's a fear that, you know, Malia has, you know, and I don't think, you know, any of us have experienced that, because we've always heard the horror stories. So we've been very cautious who we share ourselves with because of that. I mean, we've seen it, we've heard it time and time again since we were younger, you know, women sleeping with somebody that was so into them, and, you know, and then he never called her again. Like, I could not imagine the nightmare of that happening, you know? And then it's like, well, is it me? Was it no good? And you have no answers. Oh my God, I would be horrified, you know? So, you know, I don't think Malia is necessarily fearful of that part of having sex with him. I think she just wants to establish a relationship first and get to know each other on a different level before bringing in that side. But I don't think she feels like if she does, he's going to ghost her, you know? So I don't think that's her concern per se. Yeah, so no, my answer is no. I don't think once sex enters a relationship, I don't think it's going to change anything for them.
Well, not to be that girl, but I'm going to say yes. But for the better. Like Kyrie said, he's going to be more interested. He got that cookie. It's been 5 years. She got that grip, you know. So it's going to change for the better. He finally got it. That's his woman. They getting it on. And, you know, Karina's like, oh, I don't want to go back up to the bedroom unless I want, hey, I ain't got no problem with that. You want to go up there? Let's go. You said that like it was a bad thing. I'm like, wait, hold on. Really? Right now? But, let me shower first. Go on there. Yeah, I'm coming. But yeah, I'm gonna say their relationship will change, like, for the better though. I don't think it's gonna be nothing negative, like, yeah, I got the cookie, blah blah blah. Because they've been wanting each other for who knows how long. They've been dreaming about this, like, you know, it's gonna go down. And yeah, it's gonna now. Instead of all this, you know, those stuck the finger kissing, and then, you know, going home with blue balls and all that. Now, you know, you getting it on. You're going to be getting it on all the time. That creates a bond, you know. So I think it'll change for the better once they finally get down. Still waiting. Still waiting.
Lisa, you make me sick. Well, you know that. You make me sick. Yeah, I think it would be heartbreaking if somebody just like tossed you and then, like, you know, never called you back. And I've never experienced that. And like she said, because we were so careful, we've been drilled our entire lives. You know, we've been told men will use you for sex. They'll use you up. They'll just throw you away like you old piece of trash. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, you know, and then you know, like I said, I have 4 brothers, and I saw how, you know, how they behave with women. I saw how a lot of women, you know, were really beautiful, nice women, and just like, got tossed to the side. And I was like, oh, that can't be me. Oh, that ain't never going to be me. You know what I mean? And then my father, you know, who was such a ladies' man, he was very honest. I remember when I was like 11 or 12 years old, my dad was like, you know, Karina, you're a very beautiful girl. And, you know, I have no worries about, you know, a man wanting to marry you or be with you. He was like, but I want you to know something. And I was like, okay. And he was just like, no matter how beautiful I think you are, or no matter how beautiful I, you know, that you are, there's going to be somebody out there who's going to cheat on you, who's going to hurt you, who's going to break your heart. And I was like, what? You know what I mean? As a little girl. And he was just like, it doesn't mean anything about you though. Like, it doesn't mean that just because somebody slept with somebody else, or, you know, left you for another girl, that like, that means that you're not beautiful, or that means that something is wrong with you. Doesn't mean that anything was wrong with you. It just means that he was greedy. And I was like, oh, okay. So he was just like, yeah, at some point in your life, you know, somebody is going to try you. Somebody is going to cheat on you. But that never is a reflection of who you are. It's never going to be a reflection of like, well, I wasn't pretty enough. No, that's not what it is. You know what I'm saying? And so, yes, again, you know, I have been super cautious, you know, overly cautious. Because again, who wants to just be used up, baby? Who wants to just be like, no, we're not going to do me this way. You know what I mean? And you can be as cautious as you want to be, and somebody can still behave that way. So that's not blaming nobody. You know what I'm saying? But no, I haven't experienced that. And if somebody went and got all physical with me and had me believe we was in a dream fantasy world, like he was really, 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 really into me, and then started switching up or acting like it was just a booty call, like, honey, where is that knife at? Where them scissors? Yeah. He gonna get that work. He gonna get that work. He gonna get that work, baby.
We
with
cut
these little kindergarten
clothes
scissors.
off.
He gonna get them clothes cut. So that was that. That's all I wanted to throw out there. Who's next question?
We have to get you some new scissors. But I definitely agree with Alicia. I think once they are intimate, it will solidify their relationship for the better, you know, so it's coming. Next question. The book mentioned that Chan was putting a plan into place to deal with Chris. What do you think Chan will do to him? Gonna take him to a trip to the warehouse. Yes. So that and more, you know, I think because it's Malia, we're definitely going to see a darker side of Chan in his approach to Chris, because he's threatening something so close to him, to Chan. So I'm excited to see what happens.
Yes, I'm hoping there will be a trip to the warehouse. Or Chris just mysteriously disappears. Like he just doesn't exist anymore. That's possible. I don't know what Chan will do. It depends on how far Chris goes. Let's say Chris somehow gets close enough to actually hurt Malia, whether it's a slap or he throws something, blah, blah, blah. I think Chan is going to kill him in the worst way possible. But for right now, just with him being crazy or whatever, I wonder if he'll, like, before he takes him to the warehouse, he'll sit there while Chris is chained up. He tell him who he is and why he's there and all that other mess. And then beat the crap out of him. Hopefully that Chris will. No, he's gonna have to get rid of him, because after a good beat down, I don't think it's gonna be like Frank, where he goes home and he's gonna stay silent, pop his pain pills and just talk smack. Chris, it might, because Chris is crazy. They got a background. We still don't know if he has actually killed people. You know what I mean? Like he might come for some get back. So Chan's gonna probably have to get rid of him at some point, but I'm not sure how yet.
Chris is very dangerous. When Chan read over his file, he found out that his family lived in like a little remote town where his uncle was the sheriff or whatever, and there were all these people who were coming up missing because it was like a main highway that would like run through their town or near it. And so all these people would just come up missing. And so they felt like their family definitely had something to do with it. His grandfather was crazy. His father tortured and killed his mother. They are speculating that Chris came back and killed his own uncle because his uncle, remember, had him chained up in the basement. So whatever that was about, maybe we'll explore that on some chapters. But Chris is he's dangerous. He comes from a very dangerous background. He comes from people who have hurt and killed and tortured people without remorse. You know, it was a sport. So I definitely think that Chan's going to have to put him down like a dog. Like, it's not going to be a situation where it's like, well, we'll give him, an uppercut and maybe a few broken ribs and he can go. No, he's not Frank. He's dangerous. He'll come back and he'll be even stronger and even crazier. So Chan's definitely going to have to put him down permanently. How Chan's going to put him down, we don't know yet. But I definitely think that Chris has to go bye-bye. Any other questions, thoughts, concerns, theories before we end? So Alicia was very upset about Chan and Malia not going to Pound Town on this episode. It almost happened though, you know what I'm saying? It was close. It was close.
Very close. Very close.
Yeah, but it didn't happen. So stay tuned. I mean, Alicia is invested, and I don't know if it's for the right reason. It's just like, maybe you invested to see how far this goes. You going to Pound Town. So, okay. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of Rose City, the After Show. We hope you enjoyed our discussion on episode 35, Instant Interruptions for Me. Don't forget to tune in next week. We will be diving into episode 36, Why the Sudden Change, Chan. If you haven't already read it, what are you waiting for? The first 3 episodes on Kindle Vella are free. So check those out. There's no reason for you not to. It's an amazing story. We're sure you'll be hooked. We're hooked. New episodes are being published every week. We love hearing from our readers, so please add your thoughts, your questions, and your theories to the comment section or reach out to us on Rose City, the After Show on Facebook. All links will be provided in the description. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you again next week in Rose City. Bye.